Network. It's Saturday. It's the Weekly Peel. Welcome into another week. Bananagrams.
Hey, okay.
Hey. What do you think
Yeah,
about that one?
Bananagrams.
Bananagrams. I think that's a game. So, copy if that's a what do they say?
Trademark.
It's trademark. TM. I
Copyright.
said CM. Trademark.
Restricted.
Yeah, I had a friend. I had a friend that used to say call people that all the time.
Trademark?
It's a banana.
Oh.
Yes. No,
You're trademarked. Get out of here.
Hey, trademark guy, get out of here. So, let's address the bananas in the room. I gotta stop laughing at my own jokes. It's terrible. Just cracking myself up. If you are on YouTube, you've noticed that we are wearing some nice Weekly Peel merchandise.
And if you're not on YouTube, get over to YouTube.
Yeah, go check it out now. And yes, these shirts are the same color. It's just that the lighting is much different. But we are wearing some nice Weekly Peel crew necks, which we are hyped about. Christmas came early for the Peel.
The merch is here.
Yes. We are hopefully going to be opening this up to the public in some way, shape, or form. So get your wallets ready and your bananas peeled.
We've been working hard over here, and Christmas is right around the corner. I don't know if we'll have anything by Christmas, but hey, still, Christmas is right around the corner.
It's true. Christmas is around the corner.
Facts.
This is your wake-up call. You know what's weird? Speaking of Christmas, I've had this desire. Typically, I'm like, don't talk to me about Christmas until Thanksgiving comes and goes. That comes and goes. Sorry, I don't want to allude to anything that I didn't mean. But the day after Thanksgiving, I'm good. I'm ready for Christmas. But this year, I've been singing Christmas songs, and it all started with a friend of mine posted on his story, is it okay to start listening to Christmas music yet? And I voted no. And ever since that day, I have been in such a Christmas spirit.
Wow. I feel like it's been a bigger debate this year than most years. I've seen that so much on social media.
Yeah, but we watched our son couldn't sleep the other day, so we watched all the prep and landings. I don't know if you ever seen those.
Oh yeah,
they're so good. Oh, I'm disappointed in myself, but I loved it.
I have such a place in my heart for those old timey what are the animations? I can't even remember the specific ones.
Wait, which one?
Rudolph.
Okay, yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
right?
the animations.
Yeah, Rudolph, dude. The Grinch, dude. I haven't been able to find the Grinch anywhere.
Really?
I don't know why. Yeah, I need to get on.
Christmas stole the Grinch this time.
Christmas stole the Grinch, dude. No, that's really the real story. That's the real story of the Grinch, dude. He might have stole Christmas, but at the end of the day, Christmas stole him.
That's so
true. Stole his heart.
Wow.
Grew 2 sizes. Wow. Praise God. So Peter, you were just in Glorytown. You were in Louisiana, dude. One of my favorite states.
I was. Louisiana is a wonderful state. My in-laws live there. I have a great father-in-law, mother-in-law.
That is an understatement of the century. Your father-in-law.
John
is
likes
amazing.
my father-in-law.
I love him.
Yeah, but it was a great time. They took us to this awesome restaurant, and I'd never been to one before, but it was a seafood buffet, and it's
ooh.
Yeah, so it was a local place, but it's been there for since my father-in-law was a kid, so it's been there for decades, and and it was
50, 60 years.
Well, I mean, probably 50 years, yeah.
Oh
yeah, no, for real.
Oh, I thought he was younger. Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean,
he looks like he's 25,
yeah. Well, who knows? The world may never know. But anyways, this seafood buffet, it was a real cultural experience because it was kind of out in the boonies, as they say. So lots of fun characters there. But yeah, we were kind of trading stories over the dinner table there. All these families around and stuff like that. It was a great atmosphere. And he was telling us a story about when my wife was a baby, and one time that he gave her too much milk or something. It I guess you're only supposed to feed like a baby like a little bit of the bottle at once, but like he was a new dad, and so he fed the entire bottle at once. And
my gosh!
And then his wife came out, and he was like, "Yeah, I did it." You know,
she
like,
finished.
Patted himself on the back, like, I did it. Gave her the whole thing, and she's like, "You gave her the whole thing."
You shouldn't do.
And so like as the story goes, they're like, the milk came back out, unfortunately. But as he's telling the story at the buffet, like he makes like the vomiting noise, like he's getting very he's getting very into the story, and it comes out like so loudly, and like we all just like look around and we're like maybe no, it's for real.
That's the perfect place to tell a throw up story.
Yeah, exactly. So it was it was a great time, wonderful weekend, wonderful people.
Yeah, that's amazing. True story. I threw up at a buffet one time.
Oh, that's it. I mean,
true.
It makes sense.
Yeah,
it's pretty easy.
I went to this is back when I was very fat. I don't know if I've talked about this here, but when I grew up, Peter, I was very fat.
Praise God.
And praise God, I was very fat, and I just was a porkly adolescent, and we went to this all-you-can-eat steak place in Baltimore City, and I ate so much steak, I literally went to the bathroom and threw up. It was terrible.
At least you made it there. That's what matters.
Well, I didn't make it to the toilet. I made it to the bathroom. But that'll be on the cringe files. We'll do a throw-up edition.
Yes.
Man.
Maybe.
All right. Yeah,
no
maybe,
promises.
Maybe not. Yeah. So today we have a very very interesting topic, one close to our hearts. We are doing homeschool starter packs. Peter and I were both homeschooled, and man, was it a time.
Yep, it was.
That's all we got to say. No.
Once we were homeschooled, but we survived, and now we're here.
Dude, I hate homeschoolers, but I also love homeschoolers.
Yes, that's so true.
That's my philosophy in life, and it's funny, People always they're either very pro homeschool or they're very against homeschooling, and I have this so I don't like to think of it as an awkward experience. I won't even say it's an awkward experience, but I love to say oh, I hate homeschoolers. You probably heard me make that joke. I always do whenever somebody talks about homeschooling, oh, I hate homeschoolers because I was homeschooled. So it's funny I can say that and then be like, oh yeah, I was actually homeschooled. Haha. So that's one of my shticks, and I bring it out from time to time. And I went to my friend's house. It was a friend from college. I'm not going to say who it was. But this is okay. I'll just keep telling the story. I'm getting ahead of myself. And I went to their house. Amazing family. Really awesome. I was spending a couple days with them, and we're sitting there the first night. We got home in time for dinner, and we're sitting around the table. And I don't think I had met his family up to this point. So we were just talking, and something came up about homeschooling, and he said something to me, and I was like, oh, I hate homeschoolers. And his mother. Which I think they listen to this podcast, or at least some people in their family do. So this is funny. If it gets back to it, this is great because we never talked about it. She said I was like, oh, I hate homeschooling. She was a teacher. She's like, yeah, I don't really agree with homeschooling at all. Okay, which to me, I don't care. That's fine. I talk about homeschooling so much. I don't it didn't faze me. I didn't even register what she said and that what I say next. I probably shouldn't have said. I was
they didn't know you were a homeschooler.
No, they had no idea. Oh. So I wasn't offended. I don't care. That's fine. If you think that and you're go ahead. They're amazing people. I did not get offended at all. I don't care. I think it was funny, and I kind of laughed. I was like, yeah, I was homeschooled, and I started talking about it, not realizing that oh my gosh. She just said that, and I might have made this awkward. I didn't think about it again. And then later, he was like, dude, my mom felt so bad. And I was like, what? And I started laughing because I'm like, I don't care. That's fine. So we never talked about it. So if you were listening, friend's mom, I thought it was hilarious. We've never brought it up, and it's been funny. It's always been in the back of my mind. But yes.
That's amazing.
Homeschooling.
Homeschooling is a wonderful institution, wonderful memories. Wonderful moms that led us through the process. So
praise God.
Praise God. But now we're here to tell the story, and we're going to share our starter packs with y'all today. And once again, you guys can vote on who has the best starter pack.
Yep.
We'll put it to a poll.
I'm feeling all right. I don't know about how confident I am. Which I think this was you came up with the homeschool episode idea. I think I added the starter pack.
Right.
So I was expecting I'd have some better ones, but we'll see. Do you want to go first, Pete?
Yeah, sure. I'll go first.
All right.
I feel pretty confident about my starter pack this time. I don't know why, but I'm pretty jazzed about it.
Maybe it's because you've beaten me in every single poll we've ever done except for one.
Got some momentum.
Yeah.
I'm still coming off that one loss. All right.
Yeah.
So out of my all right, here's the first item in my starter pack.
Okay.
Having 12 siblings.
Oh, dude, I literally I literally have that in my notes on my document. Oh, I love that.
Like word for word?
Well, I'm going to say yes. Yes, I do.
Yes.
Oh, dude.
Wow.
Oh.
Yep. The big old minivan, like 15 passenger van.
Wait, did you take the van with it?
No. Just the 12 siblings.
Okay.
If I ruined that, I'm sorry, but that's just what I think of. Like when I was growing up, I knew like a couple of like homeschooling families that went to our church, and I didn't like really know them, but all I knew was like they would just all unload out of these like 15 passenger vans, and
oh, dude,
like
yeah,
I was like, why are there so many of them? And I know I only have 2 other siblings, so like I didn't come from one of those families. It's like, but it definitely is a stereotype.
Oh, for sure.
So
I love that you drafted that first. I thought it would get back to me. I had it a little bit further down on my list for my list, and but yeah, I had that on there as well. We all knew that family, and it's funny because they all have like you said, like, which I'm gonna take it, the 12 passenger van, like or 15 passenger van. Like yes, that is the most homeschool thing you can possibly do, and it's funny now because I knew a bunch of families that had that growing up. It was a stereotypical. We had a van. Did you ever see our van, Peter?
I just remembered that. I haven't thought about that in so long. We
had
the coolest van.
Dude, we had it wasn't a 12 passenger van or 15 passenger. I don't know why I say 12. I don't know. Anyway, it wasn't like one of the what?
I just remember it being massive, but I was a
kid.
Dude,
it was huge.
But you were a kid too, so maybe it was.
No. Listen, this is why it was massive, because it was very tall.
Because of how big it was.
It was very tall. But when you open the door, like obviously it had the front 2 passenger seats, but then it had a huge gap, and then it had the back seat. But you open the door, and you can step up and walk into the van, stand up, and there's 2 seats, a large aisle, and then a back seat that was like 3 that was massive, and it laid all the way down until it turned into like a bed, basically.
Dang.
And we had a TV before it was cool. We had a TV in the car, but it wasn't like it's just like a little thing. It comes down, and it was like a straight up like big.
It was big.
Early, like one of those, like the really like fat back TVs, not the flat screens. It was like they took that and just stuck it up inside of like I don't even know, and it had a VHS player, and yeah, dude, it was a big van, but. Go ahead.
I remember like getting into that van one time and just like being able to stand up like fully. I was like, this is enormous. Like I can stand up inside this van.
Yeah, and it had blinds you could pull down on all the shades.
Yes.
I mean on all the windows. Yeah, dude. But yeah, but the 15 passenger van, that screams homeschooling. We would see it a lot, and it's funny now cuz our church van, again, if you're just listening, I'm a youth pastor. And our church van is a 15 passenger van. On the outside, it looks like just the most wonky thing you ever seen in your life. It's really nice on the inside. And but besides our like horn doesn't work, it kind of sounds like and that's it. But it's not supposed to. And yeah, and every time I drive it around, I feel like a homeschool family, because you're right, dude. It just, the large family, the 12 to 15 passenger van, it's always white.
Yep.
Never seen it in another color.
Oh, so true.
Yes,
I love
sir.
it. So that's your first pick?
That's my first pick.
All right.
Just to piggyback right off yours.
We're neck and neck here.
I know.
All right.
You're gonna take like books, and I'm gonna take textbooks.
All right. So here we go. My next item is being allergic to things, like food allergies. Just I don't know what it is, but I feel like it's such a thing for like, I mean, whether they're allergy related or not, like eating gluten free or like eating organic, like we don't have GMOs in this house, like they're not. You got to leave your GMOs at the door. they're not welcome. But just
well,
I would say my second pick is food allergies.
Yeah, dude, that is not one I had on my list, but it's so true. Everybody has some sort of allergy, or like I'm not gonna take anything like this, but or the family stays away from something as if they have allergies. Like
True.
I remember you. I don't know how strict it was at your house, but I remember. I'm talking to you. It looks so shocked. You were like very limited with your sugar intake, if I remember correctly.
Huh.
Well, I don't know. All I remember is we had this drink called Tang, which is literally just like orange sugar, essentially. And dude, I remember you had it at our house one time, or my house one time, and I remember you like little like middle school Peter going berserk and just wanting more and more every time you came over. Do you have any Tang? Do you have any Tang? Do you remember this?
Really? No.
Yeah, and I think you asked your mom if you guys could get some, and she was like, absolutely not. Like, it's literally just sugar.
That I see that happening. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing.
No, you're right, dude. Allergies run wild in the homeschool community. It's probably because none of them are vaccinated. It's because none of them are vaccinated.
Facts.
Dude, all right. Maybe. I'm gonna merge off here and go a different route, because if you were a homeschooler, your family it was probably large. You had the van. You had allergies, but you know what you didn't have? You didn't have cable. So guess what you did watch? You watched PBS all the stinking time.
That was my next pick. You literally took my next pick.
Dude, Arthur, come on. 4:30 every day. No, 5. Then they moved it to 4:30, but it was 5 o'clock every day. Arthur was on, baby. Cyber Chase before. You had Zoom super early. Do you remember Zoom?
Yes. So that was like a little before my time, I felt like. But
yeah, I caught the back end of it. Yeah, my sister liked it a lot. And it would come on at like 6 in the morning. And then you had like Martha Speaks, Maya and Miguel.
Oh, yes.
You had Zaboomafu.
Dude. Wild Kratts was later on. We had Word Girl and
Word Girl.
And Curious George in the mornings.
Yes.
7:30 a.m. Yep.
Yes.
You could look at my notes. It literally says number 3, PBS Kids.
Dude, wait, was that 3 already?
This is our third pick, yeah.
Oh my, are we doing 3 or 4?
Oh, no, sorry. This is your second pick.
Okay.
So I was about to pick this.
I was like, whoa, dude, I love PBS. It was free. It was there. And then, did you ever watch Too Long? And then all of a sudden, Antique Roadshow would come on. Like, you would.
Yes.
Dude, yes. It was like
I'm scared and cold. Where am I? It's Antique Roadshow.
Like, where did Arthur go?
Yeah.
Which, by the way,
you still kind of try to watch Antique Roadshow. Oh,
yeah.
Maybe I'll like this. It's all I have.
Absolutely. Yeah, and it was funny because, I have a question though about Arthur, bro. Because I was actually just talking to somebody the other day. They brought up Antique Roadshow, and all these like memories just come flooding back in my head about how sad I was to try to watch it. But when you would watch Arthur, you know how they'd have a word from us kids or a message from us kids that would come up?
Yeah.
Okay, when they would say like basically back to the show, but they were like it's back. It's
and
time
now
to watch.
Back to Arthur.
No, but what would they wouldn't say Arthur the way we said it. They'd say like author or something weird like that. Do you remember that?
Now
it always used
back to Arthur.
It was I don't know. It was like they used to say it. Used to bug me every episode. They'd be like author or something weird. Like they would say Arthur in the weirdest way I've ever heard. Dude,
what is wrong with them?
Arthur was amazing. You had Arthur, of course, the main character.
Francine,
Francine.
Fransky.
You had Pinky. Was that his name?
Binky.
Wait, was that?
It was Binky. Binky Barnes.
Binky Barnes. You had
Muffy.
I know this isn't his name, Muffy, but I know this isn't his name. But I'm gonna say it anyway. Bugs Bunny too. What was the bunny's name?
Buster Baxter.
Dude, Buster Baxter. Didn't he have like a spin-off show?
I think he did, yeah, but it was not that good.
Did the Brain? Which, by the way,
Alan.
Do you know who? Do you know who voiced the Brain?
No.
Steven Crowder.
Really?
The conservative commentator.
Wow.
Like he'll talk about it. Like he's like, yeah, I used to do Arthur. I was like, what? Like I heard somebody tell me that, and like they showed me that clip, and I was like, what in the world? I looked it up, dude. He was the Brain.
That's so random.
So weird. I know. It doesn't make any sense
I
at
love
all.
that. Arthur was the best though, because it wasn't like you were learning math or like how to spell or something.
Yeah.
It was like life lessons. It's like this is how you succeed in life.
Yeah. If we were to draft, which actually might do this another time, if we were to draft PBS shows, that would be the number one.
How about top 10 Arthur episodes draft?
Oh my gosh, dude!
Or top
that would be
top
amazing.
20. Top 10 would be too hard.
I love the one when DW drops his airplane and he gets his fist and he straight up punches
her. That was like,
dude.
I was scared. I was like, I like turned it off.
Dude, but we can both agree the absolute worst PBS show of all time, and I'll fight anybody who says otherwise.
Drum roll.
Is Caillou. Dude, Caillou is literally the worst. Just go Google why he's bald, and you'll have a happy day. that's all I'm gonna say.
Wow.
Caillou was PBS's worst decision.
Wow. Dang.
All right, Peter. Move on
Such
to your
strong
third pick.
PBS Kids opinions.
Yes.
All right, so my replacement pick is going to be Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, that's a good one.
All 9 or so seasons, 9-10 seasons.
That's a very,
we
very
like
good one.
my family, we watched, it was our routine. It was actually great. Like every Saturday night we would watch an episode of Little House on the Prairie, and we all loved it.
Yeah.
And that was like growing up. I mean, 10 seasons, just like once a week. That takes like years.
10 years.
Yeah. So it was like a big
Almost.
part of growing up. And it wasn't until later on, I guess I kind of realized that was mostly like a Christian homeschooler thing. I think these a lot of these things that I have like kind of bleed into what are like Christian pop culture starter packs.
Yeah.
But
I'm going to draft VeggieTales.
just stick to what gave you the win last time. In every draft. Sorry, too far. But yeah, so Little House on the Prairie is my third pick.
Yes, dude. I my mom tried to get me into it, and I couldn't do it. But you know what she did get me into, which is very similar, was I shouldn't be saying this. This is so embarrassing. Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, and dude, and I'm not gonna draft it, but Seventh Heaven, I almost did.
Confessions of a
dude,
Homeschooler.
Seventh Heaven's a big homeschool family show.
Yeah.
But I'm going to have to take... Oh, dude, I'm tilting. Because there's...
Tilting.
All right. I'm going to throw these both out here, and then I'll reveal my pick. Co-op and New Balance shoes. But I think I'm going to go with New Balance shoes. Dude,
really?
Because okay, because Co-op, yes. That's like the big, like if you don't know what that is, it's school once a week for homeschoolers taught by different parents. And it's like, it was like our only, outside of youth group, was like our only social like gathering that was kind of like school. And dude, I was gonna pick that, but dude, when I think of a homeschooler, I think of New Balance shoes.
Dang.
Like 100%. Dude, you wore them.
Oof.
You know for a fact when you were a kid, you wore New Balance shoes.
John, I'm not gonna lie. I think you just forfeited with that pick. Right there.
No, no.
I think Co-op is an amazing pick,
dude. No,
New
I know,
Balance.
but maybe.
It's okay.
You're right.
I had New Balance shoes though. I'll give you that. Definitely.
Yeah,
did.
that's a dude. Every homeschooler would always wear New Balance shoes.
The one with the big N on the side, right?
Oh yeah, and this is my reason. And then in high school maybe it'll change, but my reasoning for why that is, because I was thinking about it, is because in school, like, you go and, like, you see what all the other kids are wearing, and you're like, oh, I want to wear this. Like, and you're little, but you're like, you have an idea of what's in style. I put that in quotation marks because children don't know what what's really in style, like us millennials,
right?
With our skinny jeans, and but yeah, like, but you don't have that. You don't look around and go, oh, I want Nikes, unless your parents like are like, okay, hey, let's do it. So you just think, hey, New Balance shoes are cool because that's what my parents told me to wear, and they're comfy and they're awesome. Maybe you get some Skechers every once in a while, maybe. But dude, you have no like choice in it. You're just wearing New Balance, and your parents are like, nope, this is what you're gonna wear. And then you look around, everybody else is wearing them, so you're like, okay, I guess I'm cool. And then you get made fun of.
We did have a lot of New Balance shoes, but you know what we didn't have? Freaking Wheelies. Those shoes with the wheels on the bottom.
Oh, dude.
I bet you 9 out of 10 homeschooling kids really wanted those and like were never allowed.
Yes, I was not allowed. But I did get, because my sister grew up more in the 90s than I did, and she had the shoes where you click you like turn your foot to the side, you click the button, and the two wheels in the front would like pop down, and then the two wheels in the back would pop down. So you were literally like up completely on wheels, like maybe like 4 or 5 inches.
Really?
Yeah, and I inherited those, and they were because I was like, well, I guess I could kind of wear these. They're kind of like Heelys, and no, they were not. Dude, that's bringing back memories though. Remember when every store said that like had a thing in the windows like no wheelies allowed? Oh,
well, all right. Well, I got to move on to my final pick.
Go for it, Pete.
All right, fourth and final pick is going to be people thinking that you stay in your pajamas all day.
Wait, is this 4?
This is my fourth, yeah. So.
Oh, dude, you could have taken Co-op.
I know. I just didn't want to.
Oh, I thought that was it.
I felt like it was cheap. A cheap pick.
I can still take it.
You can still take it.
Sorry. So staying in your pajamas all day.
No. People thinking that and asking if you stay in your pajamas all day. Oh, you're homeschooled? Does that mean you get to do school in your pajamas like all day? No.
No, we don't.
No, we don't. And there's a rare homeschooler that is like, okay, yeah, we actually did stay in our pajamas. Regulation.
I did it a decent amount.
Oh, John.
Not all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
No, we definitely weren't allowed to. And honestly, I didn't really want to for whatever reason. But people would that would be the first question like that you got asked as a kid when the people found out you were homeschooled.
It's true. Or you go to the store. Oh, is school out today? No, I'm homeschooled. Ugh.
Yes.
Yep.
That's so true.
Yeah. Well, with my last pick, you'll never guess in a million years. I'm gonna take Co-op.
Oh, dude, what a good.
And I already explained that. It's just school once a week, and that's what I'm sticking with.
That's good. Can I do some honorable mentions real quick?
Oh, go for it.
All right. It's Nerf or Nothing.
Ooh.
Tim Hawkins.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Tim Hawkins. Yes.
I have 3 more. Legos.
I had it.
Minecraft. And having a chore chart.
Oh, man. I had 12 kids or 12 siblings or whatever. Essential oils, Legos. And I think that was it. So those slim pickings over here.
Yeah. No, those are good.
This was a fun trip down memory lane for us, and I hope you enjoyed getting a little peek into the homeschooler life. But now,
yeah,
you know what? Now it is time to say thank you. I just want to say thank you to Arthur for being the best friend a homeschooler could ever have. I also want to say thank you to New Balance shoes for making me feel cool when I wasn't.
I want to say thank you to that kid out there who's literally allergic to everything. And I especially want to thank my 12 siblings.
Who all listen to the podcast. Yes, and I also want to thank our Bananagrams for listening, and we will see you next week.
Check.